Sunnies, it is a beautiful, terrific Tuesday. Super excited to get into these conversations we're having. We have an incredible show ahead of us. Luminous, legendary, and total unstoppable Sunnies. Grab your tiaras and your tumblers and your emotional support lip gloss by e.l.f. Because today, Sunny TV is serving a full buffet of brilliance. We've got market miracles, circus sequins, holiday chaos, and a pudding disaster so catastrophic the FDA may need to step in on this one. We're talking transformation, elevation, and full throttle fabulousness. But before we get into all that, I've got to say, hey girl, hey to the queen of the Sunny snack scene. Mel, what are you stuffing your face with today?
Well, today I have not had any snacks yet. Believe
what
it or not.
happened?
Believe it or not.
I think all we have is batteries.
I know. I left my house with a banana. Thought I put it in my bag, and then it wasn't in my bag, and it's not on my counter, so I have no idea where the banana went.
If it fell on the floor, someone could slip.
Squirrel. That is not my joke of the day, by the way.
Oh,
Vicky.
thank God.
All right, so you better stretch because this show is packed. First up,
How many times are we going to say that? I know.
Janet Dennis from Great Expectations Realty, and she's rolling in here ready to take us to church on the real estate market mania. Passive income mindset shifts, turning obstacles into investments. Sunnies, get your notebooks because Auntie Jenna is about to make your dreams come true.
Yeah, I'm very excited to get into this conversation. There's one person I trust the most, which is Jenna.
Yeah.
Your wisdom a little bit before lunch. I love that's how we do it. But Mel, I feel chaos is absolutely brewing. What else are we stirring the pot with some shenanigans
A lot
today?
of things, because my favorite pastime is stirring the pot and throwing shade. So there's that. Chaos. Oh, David. We've got Christmas with cops and claws, bringing holiday havoc. That was cute. Vendro Circus returning. Venardo Circus returning with more sequins than a Beyonce tour. And uptown business owners ready to throw hands over the new parking rules.
Have you been to Bernardo Circus yet?
No, I'm not a big... The last time I went to a circus, it was Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey, which is the greatest show on earth. But I haven't been to a circus lot because I'll tell you, I don't like clowns.
Oh, that I didn't know. Really?
No, clowns terrify me ever since the movie It. I'm sorry when Pennywise comes out of the train.
Yeah.
I can't do clowns. That's all I got.
You're not stronger than that? That's the way you're going to be the rest of your life?
Clowns freak
Weak
me out.
for clowns?
I can't.
Come on.
I'm not doing
Come
clowns.
on, you're a tough girl. What
It's
is
either
that?
clowns and
What
snakes.
is that? I don't even know you
They're
right now.
creepy. Like, okay, so let's talk about clowns for a minute, friends.
Sure.
So they're supposed to make you laugh and smile, but then their faces are painted very creepy. And think about it, majority of serial killers, scary movies, and freaky people pick clowns as their thing. That's their thing.
All right, well, fine.
You like clowns?
Yeah, I think they're
Why?
great because they're awesome. They're actual historic entertainers and
now
comedic timing.
the
and
clowns
you
I
can go
do
to
like-
clown school.
I like the mimes, those kind of clowns.
But they paint their face too.
Yeah, but it's black and white. It's not like the creepy. It's just creepy.
All
Who
right.
out in Sunnyland likes clowns? Tell me now.
Yeah, put the clown emoji in the comments if you like clowns. I'm imagining things, or do I smell disaster on this next one?
Yes, that's today's snack attack submission, the banana pudding that turned into beige cement brick. A child bit and asked if it's drywall. I nearly passed out.
Oh, I love pudding drama.
We're warning Sunnies. Oh, you're doing great, sweetie. We're warning Sunnies about house fires hitting way too close to home. I know all about a house fire.
Yes.
And sharing how communities are stepping up. And then one of my favorites, sunshine shenanigans with the butcher, the best friend, the bacon, and the emotional damage. It's a saga.
I
The
totally
butcher, the baker,
forgot
the candlestick maker.
about this story. OMG. This lady wanted a meat dress is all I have to say. Okay. Also, my radiant goblins, it's the appetizer of Hey Girl, Hey Horoscope, Smells Terrific Tuesday playlist, and a market sermon from Jenna Dennis that we're going to get into just in a few minutes.
Yes.
That'll might fix your hole in your wallet. And you've got a Sunny TV episode hotter than an oven at Christmas time. Stupid. It's fierce. It's fresh. It's stupid. It's Sunny TV!
And we're live from the Black Box
at Limelight Theater. It's Sunny TV. One more time. That was the worst intro in our history.
You're so
Bye, guys.
welcome, everybody.
We're all done for today.
Yeah, goodbye. We're really not.
We're going to say hi to our title sponsors, the Bailey Group and All American Air.
So a lot
Be
of people
ready
don't
for
like clowns. They're
anything
agreeing
with the
me.
Bailey Group, an NFP company. Life is full of unexpected moments. Whether it's securing your family's future, protecting your business, or planning for individual wealth, the Bailey Group is here to guide you every single step of the way. Since 1954, the Bailey Group has been a trusted cornerstone of the St. Augustine community. Under the leadership of President Mark Bailey, they've grown from a local agency into a nationally recognized firm, offering tailored solutions for individuals, families, and businesses, with a focus on individual health and life insurance, Medicare solutions, group insurance, and property and casualty commercial coverage. The Bailey Group combines cutting-edge technology, strategic partnerships, and personalized service to deliver the peace of mind you deserve. Give them a call today, 904-461-1800.
Hi, I'm Steve Chapman, owner of All American Air Conditioning and Heating. For over 40 years, we've been serving St. Augustine and the surrounding areas. We're the largest HVAC dealer in St. Johns County, providing high-quality service and products. With courteous technicians responding to your HVAC needs, our expertise will give you confidence in your investment. Family-owned All American Air Conditioning, voted Best of St. Augustine for more than 20 years running.
And he did get his life together, just like how Mel gets this weather report together.
Yes, are you guys ready? Because I've been pretty accurate.
No clowning around, Mel.
Wow, is that where we're going today?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my God.
I'm just so mean to the whole clown population.
No, well, you know what?
Even
I'm
you,
sorry.
even you people in comments, I'm shocked. Oh, typical.
It's okay, I got my friends here.
Yeah, good.
Today is Tuesday, November 18th. Can you believe it? Turkey Day is next week, friends.
Oh my gosh,
And I'm already
you're
stretching.
right.
I'm already stretching for it. So we have a special guest coming to our Thanksgiving at my house. You know who it is?
Good, I'm very
Christina
excited.
Joy is coming.
Oh, that's really nice.
My family is going to terrorize her. I'm so sorry.
Are you going to make the meatloaf?
Yep, we're having the Thanksgiving meatloaf.
Good.
Yes.
Save me a piece of that.
Christina Joy, don't be too scared. It's all in good fun. So today is Tuesday, November 18th. It's going to be a high of 77, but it's going to feel like 81 degrees. But in the real shade that I like to throw, it's going to be about 76. Wind is about it's northeast at 7 miles an hour. Wind gusts are at 14 miles an hour. And the max UV index is 4.0, same like the GPA that I never had in high school.
True.
It's delightful with plenty of sunshine today. Cloud cover is about 4%, so it's going to be plenty of sun to go around.
Plenty.
Nighttime is going to be about 57 degrees, so long shirt, like long sleeve shirt, and maybe like lightweight loungewear pants would be good.
Lightweight.
Lightweight. So last year at this time, our high was 74. And our low was
last
55.
year at this time it was 74?
Yeah.
What is it now?
We are going to be about 3 degrees higher.
So higher? Oh, so annoying.
I know.
Okay.
So that's what I have today, friends. Enjoy your day. Keep it strong. And don't forget your sunscreen because you know we're at a 4.0.
God, that was so inspiring. Thank you.
You're welcome. Also, maybe just wear a jacket in the morning and then don't in the afternoon. Like, there we go. That's all I got. No rain. Humidity is at like 47%. I'm just saying that. I don't really know what it is, but we're going to say it's about, let's say 51 to be fair. So it either is or isn't. And I'm done.
For the third time. We sure
Yeah.
we got it all out. It was almost like, yeah, never mind. I'm not
No,
gonna
I
go
got it. You know what? Drag it out. Leave them in suspension.
there. God,
Suspension.
suspension.
Yes.
Well, the suspense is here in the local music report. Strum it, drum it, hum it down, Sonnies. I'll be sure that this one goes more efficiently for you. Brad Edwardson will be at Bin 39 Wine Bar today, this Tuesday, November 18th at 1 o'clock p.m. We also have Brett Blackshear at Milltop Tavern at 1. Shyla Macaluso, Bin 39 at 4. You got to go check out that new bodega. Joe Targove. Hey, buddy. Hey, Joe. At Hurricane Grill and Wings at 5 o'clock p.m. Shayla Nelson. Guess where she's at?
Tradewinds.
Tradewinds Lounge at
I
5.
love that
Excellent.
place.
Excellent job. I like it now that it's smoke-free. St. Augustine Songwriters Night. They have that over at Oasis at 6 o'clock. Of course, there's the legendary Bob Patterson who will be plugging his Lullabies of the River, which takes place November 22nd here at the Limelight, free 99. Oasis Deck and Restaurant at 6 o'clock. If you want to get a little preview of that Trisket, you can go over see Uncle Bob. David Watt Besley, hey baby, shaking it down at 6 o'clock at Oasis as well. He'll be there with Fawn Kaiser, giving him a high five as he gets off on his set. Sage Trinell, Casa Divina, She's doing all the great things, Sage. You can sage yourself, honey. 6 o'clock p.m., Damon Slaughter. Yeah. I love that dude. O.C. White's restaurant at 6. Smokin' Joe, he took a shower over at the great Aunt O'Malley's Deli and Pub. We love them over there. They have a really cool fundraiser coming up that we're going to be talking about tomorrow. 6 o'clock p.m., Aaron Esposito with 2 A's. I like it. Krabby's Beachside, 6 o'clock p.m. Crystal Gale.
Oh my God, wait, like Crystal Gale, that's with the long hair?
Crystal
Is it
Gale
the?
is in town, you guys.
Mom, you hear this?
I wonder how long her hair is. Remember Crystal? She had like the really long hair. Yeah, she's at Ponte Vedra Concert Hall, 7:30 p.m. Oh, put your favorite Crystal Gale song. I know none of them. Put it in comments. Teach me something here. The Jimmy Carpenter Band, they will be there with their tools in case you want to make some wood. Cafe 11, 8 o'clock p.m., making wood. You know what I meant.
Before we do the interview, I want to go ahead and do this joke.
Okay, quick.
What do cakes and baseball teams have in common?
What?
They both need a good batter.
Oh,
Get it? Like
yeah.
cake batter in baseball.
Oh, good.
You're so welcome.
Great expectations.
People are looking for a company. I want people to have great expectations. We are a small family-owned brokerage. What that means is you get really personalized service and everything is very hands-on. You're not just getting tossed onto the MLS and crossing our fingers. We're very aggressive with our marketing. We're excellent with communication. We have a lot of amazing relationships in the community, so you're getting the advantages of all of those things.
And on that note, Great Expectations Realty and Auction, we have very special guests. Obviously, we talk about her every single day on this show. We have Jenna Dennis from Great Expectations Realty, and she's built her career on one powerful truth, that your past does not define your financial future. I love that. That gives a lot of confidence and security with people. She grew up with very little and reshaped her entire outlook on money and wealth, and now helps others to step into opportunities they never thought were meant for them. And that is the heart and mission of Great Expectations. Jenna, welcome back to Sunny. Good to see you.
Hey guys, thanks so much for having me.
We're just excited to jump into this conversation.
You forgot to say,
What did I say?
the only woman who looks amazing in every shade of green.
Oh, that's your line. How perfect.
Oh my God,
No,
every
but
shade.
honestly, let's talk about some shades of green. We're going to talk about some money today, which I think this is a really great conversation because you read this book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Am I saying that right?
Yes, by Robert Kiyosaki.
Okay. Can we dive into this a little bit?
Absolutely, yeah. So for me, that's a defining book in my life. You know, growing up, my mom was a single mom. We didn't have a ton of money and things were always tight. So I grew up with this mentality of struggling to always pay off debt and to be debt free. And for me, that was like always a goal. And you know, over the years, I always listened to podcasts and read books about paying off debt, living debt free. And one day I came across that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And when I read it, it changed my entire perspective. It made me realize, wait a minute, there's a totally different mindset here. So like, I'm always telling everyone, you gotta read this book, you gotta read this book. And I've even made my 2 oldest boys read it, and
Whoa.
they love it.
Really?
Yes, because I think it's so important to start them at a young age with understanding, like school teaches most people to be good employees. You go to school, you learn, okay, what kind of job do you wanna do? Here's what you need to do to be successful. Well, everyone's idea of success is different. It's important that you create your own success. And being an employee might not be for you. You might want to be an entrepreneur, or you might want to be something totally different that traditional school doesn't line you up to do. So I think this book is amazing. Everyone should read it. It starts off by saying, you know, to build generational wealth, it's important that you are not exchanging your time for money. It's all about building passive income, and you can do that by leveraging assets to be able to continue to grow. You have to be able to grow exponentially to build like passive income and generational wealth.
I feel dopey for working for nonprofits for so long because honestly, it's been, I was chasing paycheck to paycheck and going with my heart and knowing that that's putting a currency back into my community. But at the same time, I could have been hurting my financial wealth at the same time.
It's always a balance. You know, you can still work for a nonprofit. There's a lot of people that have a 9-to-5 job, But it's your mindset. When you change your mindset, then you learn, okay, wait a minute, maybe I don't have to work on paying off my house. Maybe once I get my house paid down to a certain point, I take some of that equity and either buy a new house that suits me better and rent out my old one, or I take that equity and buy some other type of asset that it may not cash flow right away, which means you may not get money out of it right away. It might just self-sustain or pay for itself. But what that's doing, it's setting you up in 20 years, you'll be able to pay off that asset, and that's going to be your retirement. So it's teaching you how to really set yourself up for success long term. Nothing in life is quick and easy. But once you change that mindset and you realize, hey, I can do this. This is a long-term plan. I don't want my retirement plan to be a 401k. I want it
Mine's
to
a
be
joke right now.
Well,
Yeah.
so many people, and
Agreed.
it's so hard in this economy right now for people to think about, so many people are living month to
Think
month.
about saving.
But like my dad was
Right.
always like one of those dads. It was
So
just
is
like,
mine.
you leave it in there, you let it go, it will
life
always
happens
bounce back.
sometimes.
But I gotta tell you, I'm waiting for that bounce back. I have not seen it recover.
So what I
Yeah.
found interesting was at the gyms on Charleston, I was having a conversation when the kids come in. I'm like, "How was school today?" This one girl goes, "Coach Mel." I said, "What?" She goes, "In my personal finance class." I said, "Wait a minute, you have a class called personal finance?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "What do you learn?" She goes, "Well, we learned about taxes." She goes, I said, "So what did you think about that?" She goes, "I don't want to pay that. That's going to take all my money." They learn how to balance a budget.
Smart.
I can't remember what high school she goes to. I want to say it's Beachside maybe. But I thought that was pretty interesting that they do have a class like that. I don't know if they have them at all the high schools, but maybe.
So do you think financial literacy is something that definitely should be instilled in our youth?
Absolutely, but don't rely on the public school system to teach it to
Yeah.
your children.
Why not?
Because it's great, don't get me wrong. What they're teaching in schools is helpful, but it's only one way. And there's always more than one way to do things. And it's important that you give your children every opportunity to see every way and let them figure out what's best for them. So for instance, I don't necessarily believe in 401ks. I don't know if when you have a minute, Google the history of 401ks.
That's what
I
I've been
don't want
doing.
to. Because then it'll be like Googling what's in a hot dog.
Well, it is. It will
same
change your mindset. You're like, wait a minute, this was never
Sitting there
created
doing
as a
nothing.
retirement, right?
I'd rather take that and put it into something, a passive income
Yes.
that could make it worth my while.
Yeah. And it's not for everyone. Some people are very risk averse. And, for instance, my brother and I are very different animals. Like, I love risk, but always mitigated risk. Like, for instance, I don't like leveraging more than 50% of anything. So I don't mind debt, but I do have my tipping point. I want to be not recession proof, but I want to make sure if recession happens, it's not going to put me in a position where I can't continue to move forward and
Sustainability.
sustain.
Yeah.
So there's always a balance. My brother is the opposite. He has his 401k from the job he's been working at for 25 years, and he has a stable, he needs that stability. And both are great. There's nothing wrong with either. But if I could have started my journey 20 years earlier, it would have been just such a different scenario right now. And I'm blessed and I'm grateful for where I am. But I have learned that I'm teaching my kids now what I wish I knew back then. Like all 3 of my kids have Roth IRAs already. All of them are on payroll and they work. And they are learning about balancing budgets, and they're learning about taxes and generational wealth and how to grow what you have so you're not constantly working for income. My goal is to not have to work and exchange my hours for money. My goal is to have my money work for me. And Robert Kiyosaki talks a lot about that in this book. You want your money to work for you. So it's amazing.
So how does real estate tie into that?
So for me, I have so many real estate customers that come to me and they're like, "Oh, I'd like to sell my house." And most realtors would just say, "Okay, great, let's list your home," and da-da-da, and that's great. But I try to delve deeper into it. I'm like, okay, so tell me what's going on in your life. What makes you want to sell this asset? And depending on their responses, we sit down and we discuss, is selling your house the best option? There's been many times I've said, well, what if you keep your house and rent it out? And then since you don't have a mortgage on it, for instance, just an example, let's take the income from that to pay the mortgage on your new house so that you have 2 assets, and one day once that one gets down paid to a certain point, let's pull equity out of another one to buy a third house. And what we're doing is we're exponentially growing their assets. So when they're ready to retire, everything's paid off because it's self-sustaining, and they have all that passive income coming in to retire on, and they're not worried about, how am I going to live within the means of my 401k. So it's, for me, real estate is my biggest investment. That's where the bulk majority of our assets are, is in real estate, because it's stable. Even though, the market will go up and down, real estate goes up and down.
People are always going to need somewhere to live.
But it's long term. Real estate has always come back. So other types of assets, it's good to have a healthy balance. But looking at real estate as an investment opportunity, not just a home, I think is critical for people to truly build generational wealth and to have something to pass down to your kids.
So I heard a headline on the morning news today that kids that can't afford, or young adults that can't afford to buy a house these days, are investing in the market, or investing in stock market or crypto. What are your thoughts on something like that? I mean, obviously you're in the market for investing in real estate, but have you heard anything like that? Is that successful?
So again, I think everyone has different needs and different priorities in life. I sat down with a couple last week, actually, the son of a dear friend of mine who passed away a few years ago. And he was telling me, well, we want to travel. They're young and we want to travel. We don't want to buy a house. And I said, well, I understand you don't want to buy a house, but you've been renting where you are for 3 years now. So you're already paying someone else's mortgage.
True.
You're saying you don't want to buy a house because you don't want to settle in one place. You want to be able to travel and move. What if, rather than paying someone else's mortgage, what if you bought something right now and put that into your own mortgage? And that, just because you own a house doesn't mean you're stuck in one place. Right. When you're ready to move on, rent it out. Let someone else pay your mortgage.
How hard is that,
while
though?
you travel? It's really not.
Okay.
Really?
Like,
So-
I don't know how to fix anything. So is there a property manager that can do it for me?
Well, it's not so hard to do your own. There's an answer to every question. There's a solution to every problem. You just have to be creative and you have to be diligent.
Okay.
Nothing in life is easy and free.
True.
We know that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we do.
it's worth it, though. It truly is worth it. The house on Cochrane in Hastings, I'm not going to call her out today because she'll be embarrassed, but a dear friend of mine, just probably 2 months ago, she's renting in Hastings, and she came and she said, listen, I want to buy this house. I have very little to no down payment. My credit is, not great. I have all these challenges. I don't feel like I'll ever be able to buy a house. And I was like, let's see what we can do. We sat down, I put her in touch with a lender, we came up with a plan, and we closed on our house last week.
How amazing.
It was amazing. And her and her husband looked at me and they're like, we never, ever thought that this was a possibility. It is. You just have to align yourself. Mindset is first. Second is align yourself with people that care about you, that it's not just about, oh, let's sell a house. It's about, let's figure out a game plan. Let's sit down and come up with a strategy. And you may not buy a house in 2 months. It might not be for everyone, but even if you buy it in 6 months or 12 months, you have to take the first step to start that momentum going. So it's absolutely a possibility.
So how did you use this book to leverage what you have accomplished in Hastings?
Oh gosh, in so many ways. For me, over the years, I have learned a lot. I learned that residential property rentals were not for me. I don't want to know about your toilet overflowing at 2 a.m.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
no.
I did start out in residential rentals and I cut my teeth on them per se. Great learning experience, and I did make enough money selling those in order to buy commercial. So now we do commercial rentals, and that's a huge blessing. I love that. But again, everyone has their own path. But for us, we were able to buy these properties in Hastings, renovate them, fix them up, and not only rent them out to tenants, but rent them out to people that are making a difference in the community by bringing needed businesses. And so for me, it's not just a business, it's my heart and my soul and my passion, and it's able to help us achieve what we were trying to do on a bigger scale in the community. You mentioned I've been working for nonprofits all my life and I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Well, you can still work for nonprofits and pour your heart and soul into things like that. And you would be shocked at the ways that you can leverage those opportunities and connections to still help you build generational wealth and to still help you do all the things you want to do. It's all about getting your mindset right and understanding where those opportunities are.
So we're talking a lot about buying. So then why rent?
Why rent?
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Exactly.
I mean,
You know.
here you are, you have these commercial properties and listings and things, but why would somebody rent? Why come to a person and rent?
Everyone has their own reasons. You know, I feel like when people are first getting into the workforce and they don't have a down payment or they haven't figured out what they want to do with their life yet, renting can be good. When people are in transitional periods in their life, that can be good. But I'm a huge proponent of owning your assets. I think it's so important that people buy when they can. And you know, even commercial buildings, if you start your business and you have to rent the first year or two, great. But within a year or two of renting, you should be trying to buy that building from your landlord or figure out a way to eventually buy your own property and run your business out of that. Because I see so many people that build their businesses and have owned businesses for 30 years, and it's time to retire and they want to go sell their business. And they realize they are their business. There's nothing to sell. When they go away, there's barely any assets, and you know, you can't sell yourself.
Right.
So if you own your building that your business is in, then at least you have some type of asset to sell when you retire.
Yeah.
You're paying the mortgage anyways.
Right.
The rent is the mortgage. Most of the time when we look at people's situations, they could own their building, the mortgage payment, the property taxes, and the insurance for what they're paying in rent.
So now let me switch gears here, because I was waiting to see you to ask you, when is the cheese shop opening in Hastings?
Oh,
I'm sorry I have to interrupt. I'm sorry, I have to.
It's a good question.
I said yesterday. 'cause
She's obsessed with
Yeah,
this
David
one.
was
I
like,
love
Jenna's
it.
going to be here tomorrow. I said, I'm going to ask her. So I've been sitting over here, like, looking at the questions. I'm like, I'm going for it.
Yes.
Cheese shop.
It's not a cheese shop, exactly. So it's Holcomb's Meat and Seafoods.
Okay.
They passed their inspection yesterday. We're super excited for them. They are doing their grand opening this Saturday.
Okay.
In the beginning, he may not immediately start out with the local dairy. He's working on those relationships as we speak. His first goal is to get all the meat and seafood in place.
Okay.
Then he's going to branch out and do, like I said, some local dairy, cheeses, milks, honeys, spices, a little bit of everything.
Awesome.
Okay, so soon.
Yes. So if you want to stop by this weekend and see him, he will officially be open. And then, yeah, it's just going to get better from here.
I
They're
do want
super
to.
sweet local
I do
family.
want to ask you, because I want to pivot back to this conversation really quick, about investor mistakes.
Yeah.
And what happens there? Is it something that, I mean, I guess like you said, you live 50% in and 50% out of the deal. Talk a little bit about that and shape it,
Yeah.
because I want to get that fear out of mistakes.
So for me, I've made hundreds of mistakes, probably more mistakes than I can count. But that is what has made me grow. Excuse me. I think mistakes are wonderful. I'm all about mistakes, because with every mistake, you learn something new. And so what if you lose something on one deal? You pick up your boots and you move on. You going into the next deal, you're going to do better. I think only risk what you can afford to risk. That's very important. And you know, when I sit down with my people, we talk about that. Like, where is your comfort level? Some people are way more aggressive than others. There's no right or wrong answer. You have to figure out where your level of comfort is. And even if you make a mistake on your first investment property, you know, you're going to learn something from that mistake to do better the next time. You've got to quit living in fear of mistakes. It truly is something that you're not going to win on every deal, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But overall, if the fact that you own an investment property, period, is a step in the right direction. There's always ways to troubleshoot, problem solve, and pivot. Those are some of my favorite things to do in life. People call me and they're like, oh my gosh, I've got myself in a pickle. Here's what's going on. And I'm like, okay, so here's some options. Let's talk about this. What works best for you? What's the easiest to attain? And you got to pivot is one of my favorite words in life.
So what's a
pivot.
good practical step to start a better financial journey?
Sit down, read Robert Kiyosaki. That will help put your mindset in the right place. Just open your eyes to start contemplating. And he's obviously not the only author. There's tons of amazing authors out there.
Well,
that-
I have PTSD from Susie Orman, so like maybe he can probably clear that up for me. Literally, the
Yes.
woman, I have so much fear about using her credit card or anything. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I'm gonna like,
And
she's
that
gonna come
other-
find me.
You know what book I read that kind of made me like, oh God, Ramsey.
Yeah,
Ramsey. A
yeah,
lot of people
yeah.
swear by his stuff. I tried to do it. And to be honest, for like myself, it's not obtainable.
Yeah.
Like, and it's scary.
So I used to read Dave Ramsey. He was someone I followed when I was
It's
younger.
hard.
And it's not that it's hard, it's just that it's very one-track minded.
Yeah, I don't like
And-
one-track minds.
You know, you can work your whole life and have that stable 9 to 5 and do exactly what he says, and you can be happy, and that's great. But
It's not me.
it's not for everyone. So I think, you know, understanding your goals is important, figuring out your goals, setting goals is important. But, you know, I think just taking a step forward and, you know, sitting
leap
down
of
with
faith.
someone, a leap of faith.
But I like you said you have to surround yourself to the people that are fanning your flames. I think that is so
100%.
important in this
It
day and age.
is. It's everything.
Because otherwise your flames will go out and then you'll feel trapped in a house that you don't want to, that's not where you're growing and learning and things. I think that's really,
Surround yourself with people that are smarter than you.
yeah.
Absolutely.
That is the best way to learn more.
That's why I surround myself with RJ.
Yeah.
Because he's definitely smarter than me. But how can people, talking about this last question here, all of the things, interest rates, inventory, all of it, how do you stay ahead of the curve?
So everything is always changing. That's why it is important to always assess. Assess every situation, assess long-term goals. You know, interest rates, people say to me, oh my gosh, interest rates are so high right now. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. You've got to look at the big picture. Historically, over the last 100 years, interest rates are great right now. Everyone's gotten spoiled from the COVID interest rates. The likelihood of that happening again is very slim. So buy now. Buy when it's right for you. Don't look at just interest rates. There's so much more to the big picture because as interest rates go down, prices go up. So it's, you know,
Kind of
Yeah.
evens
it's
out, basically.
absolutely. So to me, that's an excuse. That's a closed
Almost like a
mindset.
ruse. It's
Yes.
almost fooling people.
100%.
Interesting how
Yeah.
they do that. Okay.
It's all about what is the right time for you. So if you can afford 10% down and there's a loan that you can do to buy your first home, do it. You know, there's FHA products and even conventional products now with 3% down, and then you can wrap the closing cost into your offer to the seller so that your closing costs are paid. There's first-time homebuyer programs. There's hometown hero programs that help with down payment assistance. There's no reason not to.
God, like that downtown property that you still have on the market. I love that one. You know what I'm talking about with the rooftop view?
Yes.
Oh, that's an amazing piece.
Yes.
Yes.
All right,
Oh,
let's buy it.
I know. What am I
Jenna,
waiting for?
It's amazing. Yeah.
Jenna, thank you for your time. This
Yeah.
conversation is not over.
you.
I want more of these financial conversations because it gives you confidence and it aligns me with the right people to surround myself with. Thank you so much for your time
Absolutely.
today.
So
Thanks
good
for
to
having
always
me.
see you.
So,
I
so
love
good,
you.
so good. And so good are our great friends over at Maritime Creative, speaking of RJ, and Flashes and Brilliance.
Maritime Vibe Check!
Fresh version.
When the lights come on and the magic begins,
There's a crew behind the scenes that always wins.
Maritime Creative, they set the stage.
From sound to lights to video waves.
Big show, small space, doesn't matter a bit.
They show up, they glow up, they make it all lit.
No panic, no chaos, just smooth, clean flow.
They take a wild idea and make it glow.
Need a vibe, they build it.
Have a dream, they get it.
From spark to spotlight, they never forget it.
I trust them, I love them, they come on through.
Maritime Creative, that's the real stuff, boo.
So if you want your moment to rise and shine,
Call the crew that always gets it right every time. It's Maritime.
Got gold? Got silver? Got a drawer full of what even is this? Then it's time to cash in with Flashes and Brilliance, Northeast Florida's most trusted gold buyers. They're not just buying gold, they're buying silver, rare coins, fine watches, estate jewelry, and all the sparkle you forgot you had. Don't just sit on your treasure. Turn it into cash today. Call John and Steph, the pros who make it easy. 904-540-7617. It's fast, it's friendly, it's Flashes and Brilliance because your buried treasure belongs in your bank account.
Meh. All right, let's get into some events here. We've got Christmas with Cops and Claws.
Oh, not. I was just going to say, not these. Santa.
Grab your cocoa. We're always grabbing. We're always buckling
Yeah,
up.
what are we doing here?
It's like,
We're always shining
it's
bright.
like my intro to every story. I gotta like
What are we
remix that a
doing?
little bit. Anyway, so grab something.
Grab all the things that you need for cold weather.
And your best, I'm definitely on the nice list, Smile,
Psych.
because St. Augustine Beach Police Department is hosting the most festive, free, and fabulously chaotic in the best way holiday bash of the season. On December 10th, what time?
From 5:30 to 7:30, 2300 A1A South transforms into Santa's Sunny Satellite Workshop, Florida Edition, where the elves wear badges and all the clauses roll up with VIP energy.
So there'll be holiday crafts for your kids. They will proudly hang on the fridge for the next 11 months. There'll be music that you have involuntary shimmying in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Don't shimmy too much, you may pull something.
And
Treats.
treats and goodies, and I will definitely judge how many cookies you eat.
Okay, good.
So you know.
Police and fire rescue vehicles, so you can touch them. And there's National Park Service. I don't know why kids are so fascinated with touching the trucks. It is.
Miss
It's
and
a
Mr.
thing.
Claus,
Yeah.
get it, free photos.
I want to see Mrs. Claus. I want to interview Mrs. Claus. I have some questions for her, how she gets
but
through
this
it.
whole outdoor movie and popcorn, that sounds like amazing.
So bring the kids and the neighbors, why not? And bring your inner child and hang out with some cops and claws.
Can we just have the,
It's free, it's festive, and it's fun.
I get that and all, but can we not have Thanksgiving first?
Well,
These
I mean,
things should start on December 1st, all these Christmas events.
but I gotta tell you, we have to save
You
the
tell
dates,
me.
and then people get pissed if I don't say it for
I'm
enough
not saying you.
far
I'm
enough in
saying
advance.
These people's events, why can't they start December 1st?
Well, you got to tell people to put it on the calendar now, because
No, I
otherwise
know.
December 1st is going to be 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, and then you'd be like, oh
Why a
shit, I
lamb?
didn't put it on the calendar.
Why can't we say 2 shakes of a beagle's tail?
You can say that too. That's a short tail.
That's a little tail.
How about this?
No,
The circus
come
is
on.
coming back. Obviously, Mel will not be there. St. Augustine, prepare your spirit fingers, because I will. I love this one. Bernardo's Circus is rolling into town. It's far beyond tour, and baby, this one is extra.
Yes, from December 18th through January 4th, the AMP becomes a sparkling big top fever dream, where Broadway flair meets classic circus nostalgia, probably lots of freaking clowns, all wrapped up in glitter, gasps, and zero animals. Just vibes.
Ringmaster, actually, I got the opportunity to interview him. He's an extraordinary story. Hopefully, he'll be able to come back on Sunday TV. It'll be awesome. Kevin Bernardos is back with a brand new cast of jaw droppers. The Reyes brothers defying gravity on a juggling perch pole.
That's
Nordic contourist queen Sonia Bunta bending the laws of biology. There's a slapstick king, Sam Furlow, bringing the chaos and charm, a.k.a. he's probably a clown. Duo Davida flying through the air like they've made an impact
That would
with
be
physics.
cool.
Priscilla and Jonathan tossing daggers like it's date night with Italians. And the Wicked Wheel of Wonders, which sounds like something that we should require a waiver. This whole show asks one big question.
What do you do when your dreams finally come true?
That's true, and according to Bernardos, you take it on tour and blow everyone's mind for 90 minutes straight. Literally, they come to town every single year. It is awesome to have an actual circus. It is spectacle. It's like boutique spectacle. Like they make it really intimate and fun in this space. The circus tent is real, like the red and white stripes. He did Chef's Kiss, did a great thing, and he comes from Ringling Brothers. So he's one of the OGs from Ringling Brothers and wanted to do, his dream was to have his own circus, so he went out, made a risk, just like what Jenna was talking about, and now he's got this incredible touring circus, and he comes here every holiday time.
So
Have you guys ever done Bernardo Circus? Wow, we got it, yeah. This could be super fun.
I'll go,
for
but
us.
when the clowns come out, I'm gonna leave. But
Just close
we
your eyes.
went for Christy's birthday in DC. She always likes to get us wrapped up into these interesting things. Like one time for her birthday, we did a pole class. And then one time we went and we did a trapeze class, because in the Navy Shipyard neighborhood of DC, there's that actual like
What do you do in a
circus
pole
tent.
class? You just went right over that.
It's
What do
like a stripper pole, and you learn the things they do. And I will tell you, it is a workout, and it is not easy. Mm-mm. But we did the trapeze, and it was like you climb up the little ladder up 35, 40 feet in the air, and you learn the things, and it's hard, the circus. There were no clowns there. That's why I did it.
So no animals, all heart, all spectacle. Enjoy the perfect blend of Broadway glam and old school circus charm. That unmistakable Bernardo's Circus. You gotta check this out. Go to Bernardo Circus on your socials.
Yeah.
And get those tickets now.
Hey, Lisa
Hey.
Chapman. She's in comments.
We have to jump into this story. There are some uptown businesses who literally are like the wicked stepchild. This is, I'm really shocked at this story, and there's a lot of passion behind it. So St. Augustine is feeling some type of way, especially the uptown businesses. The Night of Lights, or Lights of Nights, or
However-
Nights of
just say it
Lights,
however you
or
want.
Night of Light, or O-Light. There's a lot of cultures out there that want us to make sure that they're represented with all the different variances of Nights of Lights. However, on this show, we will say it how we say it. Night of Lights, glow up is gorgeous, sure. But over in the Uptown District, businesses are feeling iced out, like someone forgot to invite them to the family group chat. Seriously, it's kind of rude. New parking restrictions are seriously like so ridiculous. Did you see them? Have you seen the signs?
Yeah, enough.
They're like these, like the bifold signs.
The
It was like
A-frames.
$100 fine parking. Well, we went from 0 to 100 overnight. We're like crazy. But anyway, here's to better describe this story.
Give us
was
the Cliff Notes version.
there's a business owner that had a quote. It's like they would prefer Uptown to not exist. It's so disheartening. The shuttles that they're all advertising about, please ride the shuttles to make it a lot easier, goes right through the Uptown District without a zero thought or a drop off. That makes sense to me, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
you're
it-
just going to go through. They don't even know
Vroom.
it's there.
So, okay, so Sundays that are out of town, there's an uptown section of St. Augustine, and then there's the heart of the downtown where all the lights are. The uptown businesses are a little bit pissed off because they're advertising about these shuttles to go in and out and getting people to the downtown hub of Nights of Lights, but they're plowing right through, or even just avoiding uptown altogether, which now they have these parking fines, so their employees have no place to go. Their customers can't park on the street like they're used to, and it's a $100 fine if you violate it. Where are people supposed to go, and how are these businesses supposed to survive? Like, I'm curious here.
Here's what I think about.
Okay, tell me.
Okay, the employees of the businesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just gonna throw out Spinster Rabbits, right?
Okay,
They
fine.
serve alcohol. There's bartender.
Yeah.
So say this bartender is a young girl, right? And bartenders, you leave with cash in your hands.
Yeah.
But she can't park near her work, so now she's got to go walk 1,000,007 blocks. I mean, let's face it. To be real, downtown we have homeless population. We have people who are up to no good, like every city does. So now, where's the safety for the employees that work at these places?
Where are they supposed to go?
Yeah, and you want these people to walk around with cash in their hand
I
if they
think
get
it's
out
an
late?
easy solution. I think that literally, so they're going to say that the shuttles can't stop because there's no place to turn around because the streets are narrow. But like, if you think about it, we have a roundabout at the.
Just go down a little more.
Yeah, just go down a little bit more so that you could. Like, I don't understand the thought process of why they couldn't make at least a shuttle stop uptown.
Wait a minute. So
Like, that really could alleviate a lot of people's issues.
So the buses could turn around if they make a shuttle stop. There's all those streets to the right. They could just go up one of the side streets and then cut a left, and they're back in like the main hub.
So Mel,
No?
I think what really irks me on this story is that the city really isn't listening, and I hate that because these are people that are putting their time, their money, their investment into uptown to making our town so great. But they're saying this petition. Evidently there's a petition that a lot of business owners have signed that are concerned about it. They're saying that it's too little, too late. It's not that hard to tell the bus stop to
Hey,
just
you're
stop,
stopping
make a-
here.
right, yeah, right. Too little, too late, I think, is a weak answer. And I implore them to be able to find some sort of solution for these business owners. I mean, I'm thinking about all of our friends, Moo Moo, Snakebird, you said Spinster, Juniper Market, all of them up there are being completely affected. Neff's Jewelers is going out of business. This is his last season. And his customers can't even park on a street because they're saying it impacts
you
the
can get a
residential. This is crazy.
But now think about this. Okay. So
Without any solution? Like, you can't just
No.
enforce a rule without a solution. I'm sure there's got to be something we can figure out, right?
I don't know, but think about this. So business owners, right? They bring money to the city. They bring foot traffic. What if all that traffic disappears and these buildings, these business owners have to be forced to close? these business buildings sit empty. What then? You'd rather have empty buildings than people contributing to the city?
Look at what Aisheem
Aisheem.
put
I
in,
scream, you scream.
in comments. She said, the parking in Uptown has become a real challenge because of this. My family wanted to wander to those shops on Sunday afternoon, and we're extremely fortunate to actually find a parking spot on San Marco, the last one on the entire street. We drove up and down the street, and if we didn't find parking, we'd agreed that we would just go home. See, that's like deterring a client away. Like for me as a business owner, if I read that, I'd be mortified of knowing that I could lose a possibility of a customer coming in. I just think that there could have been a little bit more of a courteous, like,
I think they made
shuttle
they
stop.
made a decision without thinking of different solutions. They
Well,
just
they
said, okay, we're doing
said-
this. Boom.
So the city has clapped back, and they said that they've given them 5 chances at meetings that nobody knew about. I'm sorry, nobody knew that these meetings were happening. And I know that the Bronx House, the dude he runs Bronx House Pizza, he did attend a lot of these meetings, but like, I just feel like none of their voices were heard or their concerns. There was just nothing. It was just like, they're uptown, they'll figure it out. Well, you took away their liberty of their parking and then basically taking away the potential customers walking in their doors. That is circumvention to business. Like, we've got to be somewhat business-minded out there. I mean, am I wrong? Am I being a
listen to
douche?
this.
Like, I just feel like this is crazy.
So Elizabeth said also Airbnbs received 4 parking passes that they are already required by the city to have on-site parking. So the Airbnbs are getting more privileges than the businesses.
Yeah, I don't like that either because that's just a temporary focus.
That makes me angry.
Yeah.
Because the Airbnb owners, let's face it, half of them don't even live here. They live like Michigan, Washington State, all over elsewhere.
I mean, there's so many opportunities that
okay.
they could have included the conversation with Uptown. It is an extension of downtown. I do think that they need to be more mindful of this and be able to find some sort of solution for these business owners. How do they expect them to survive off of something like this? They're literally blocking people from entering these businesses.
Are they
It's the
trying to
truth.
make it like is this what they're trying to like do here? Are they trying to make like Uptown its own world and downtown its own world? How King Street used to be separate from St. Augustine
which
back in
is
the day?
fine, which is fine. But at least you can't just make these A-frame signs and say you're going to get a $100 parking fine. You can't come over then to Uptown and put those rules and regs on it so harshly like that and not give them an opportunity. I'm sorry, guys, you missed the boat on this one downtown. You got to be able to play nice, especially with Uptown that supports you basically all year long and drives a lot of your business. I'd wake up. I'd really try to figure out a solution than put your dopey signs everywhere and say $100 fine. These people are trying to survive and make a business and a living. I don't love what you're doing here. I'm sorry. It's wrong. It is wrong.
How do you have meetings and then say, oh, you knew about them? No, they didn't.
That was not cool either.
How do
No,
you do that and
didn't.
say-
You should have absolutely
Yes.
gone door to door to those businesses and said, hey, we're going to have a meeting at 9 a.m. and such a date about what's going to happen with the parking to make this fair to all concerned. It wasn't. It was like, you just made your rules and everybody has to live with it. Well, they can't live with it. They're going to lose their businesses if you keep choking them out like this. Come on.
I side with the business
Come
people.
on.
I side with the Uptown people.
1,000,000% I side with the business people because they're the pulse of the people. This is who we're supposed to do. Why have a business association if you're not going to do anything about it? Sorry, honey. Get on your horse and try to figure out a freaking solution for some of these business owners. That's why you have an association, idiots.
They well, the problem
Enough.
is
I'm
they
done.
just want the business owners to be like, okay, whatever you say.
It's just hurtful.
It's
It just hurts people that their
just not
employees
fair.
can't park anywhere. It's not fair.
What happened to
You gotta make
being
one
fair?
stop on a shuttle. That's all you gotta do. Wake up. Come on. Ugh. All right, local story 2. This one's hard. A mom in Jillington Creek woke up to a pop in the kitchen only to realize her house was already racing in flames. We just had a friend, a mutual friend, just had to go through something similar. So her house caught on fire. Soon she found her son and his cousins in the sleepover. They had a big sleepover. They grabbed them, they sprinted out and turned back to search for their pets. Miracles. 2 boys were safe. The tragedy, one cat was lost
But
in
their
the
dog
fire.
made it out.
So sad. In minutes, the home on Linwood Loop was engulfed, and one day you're prepping pancakes, and the next, everything you own is up in smoke. This is a fear. Now the community is rallying around the family, fundraisers, donations, shared pain and shared hope.
So this blaze struck around 7 a.m. during the sleepover. Unsure how and unpredictable emergencies can be, especially when people feel safe.
Yeah.
Fire crews arrived quickly. No human injuries reported, but the home is essentially destroyed, and the cause still remains under investigation. The community has already raised over $8,000 via a verified fundraiser to help cover housing, clothing, and essentials for the family.
I want to go back to comments right now. Rachel had suggested that we talk to Caleb. Of course we're going to talk to Caleb, but who's going to pay for Caleb? The city should pay for Caleb.
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, the kid is amazing and he's an entrepreneur, but he can't just give away his services for free. Someone's got to pay that shuttle. If we're going to get Black Diamond in on the loop, man, cut him a check and he'll solve the whole issue if you do it that way. Just put my 2 cents out there. So yeah, we got to rally. I'm sorry that I just jumped on that story, but rally for this family. I mean, anybody that goes through a house fire, it is dramatic and horrible. And I have a very close friend that just went through it over the weekend. Her kids' e-bikes exploded in the garage, and that was a super sad situation. Luckily, their piping was plastic, and so that acted like a little sprinkler
melted
and
and the
kind of
water
just, contained the fire to the garage. But still, their whole life is uprooted. Now the whole family needs a place to stay. Now everything's covered in smoke and ash. So I can only imagine this person lost every single bit of her home. So we do have to rally. We do have to pray on that. Definitely check out St. John Citizen for more on that article. And I'm going to take a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, we're going to go on Old Town Trolley.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. They should make
They go through Uptown.
They should
Sit
make a
back
stop.
and relax and take it easy, baby, and let it go as Old Town Trolley's licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine history. Guests will enjoy the city's European flavor, brick-lined streets, and sites such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. This 90-minute tour features 22 stops and covers more than 100 points of interest. Guests can use their ticket all day for on and off reboarding. You got to check out hometownpass.com.
No. All right, we're getting into Hey Girl, Hey Horoscopes. We're going to talk about Cancer, Leo, and Virgo today. Cancer, you're folding in deep feelings and sleek ambition this week. Soften the edges, harden the goal. Your heart knows the way. Your style oracle says a Chanel tweed skirt paired with a bold red lip, classic with edge. Motivational quote, your life only gets better when you get better.
That is true.
That is true. Heal quietly, shine loudly. A vintage Cartier love bracelet, timeless commitment only to you. Ooh, that is one of my dream bracelets I wish I could own. Affirmation is, I nurture my dreams like they're heirlooms. Leo, you're a firework in stilettos this week. The sky's your stage. Make every moment a performance of power. Balmain, gold shoulders, and sleek black trousers. Bold, regal, and unstoppable. Your quote of the day is, fake it until you make it. Act as if you had all the confidence you require until it becomes your reality. That's
I love
true.
Fake It Till You Make It's one of my favorites. I tell that to the kids at the gym.
Absolutely. Strut like your dreams are behind you every single day and ahead of you. Oversized cat eye sunglasses are going to be your power accessory that hide your next move. I don't follow trends, I set them. Virgo, this week is your blueprint. Precision meets passion. It's all the details and your ability to orchestrate excellence. Your style oracle wants you to try to find a Prada crisp white shirt, slim tailored trousers, and minimalist heels that refine power. Just make sure they're not a kitty cat heel. Nothing pisses me off more
Ew, I
than
hate
a
a
kitty
kitten
cat
heel.
heel. That should be out.
Makes me angry.
That should never be an option. Just wear flats. Ugh. If you have them, throw them away. Don't even donate them. That's not even a service to people. All right, your motivational quote is, the future belongs to the competent. Get good, get better, get the best. Elevate your standards and watch your reality respond. Try an ultra-thin gold watch. Every tick is a reminder of your momentum. My excellence isn't optional, it's inherent.
Yes. All right, and today is brought to you by the letter T for terrific.
Oh,
So
yay!
today's playlist
Bow, bow, bow.
is the Terrific Tuesday playlist inspired by the letter T.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. This is how we do it.
This is how we do it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Take me to church.
I worship like a dog in the side of your life. That's a great one.
Yes, Oger. And let's do That's Not My Name. That's not my name.
Yeah.
Skip.
My name is
Alexa.
Stacy.
Okay. That's it.
All right, sunshine shenanigans. Let's get through this. This is a good one. Ready? Oh my gosh.
I'm ready.
The butcher, the best friend, and the body of
And the
beef.
candlestick maker.
All right, here we go. Secure your deli counters, and for the love of Publix, keep your hands and feet inside the gossip train at all times, because I am going choo-choo right through this one. All right, so there's a butcher in town. We're going to call him Bobby Brisket, okay? That's the name.
real
Yeah,
name,
perfect.
real name.
No, not really.
It's fake. It's fake name.
All names have been changed in this
To
story.
conceal the
'cause this is
identity.
a local story. So Bobby is known for three things: his perfect ribeye marbling, his cargo shorts, yep, year-round, you probably know who I'm talking about, his deep, passionate relationship to his meat thermometer, gross. Now Bobby's best friend is Carl, and Carl's wife is named Sharon. Sharon was the HOA president, the queen of the block, the woman who would get you fined $50 for having a festive door decor 2 hours past the holiday. Yeah, she's one of those. Karen of the neighborhood, if what mind you. But behind these monogrammed hand towels, but behind the carefully curated Pinterest patio, behind those eyes that would wither a man for parking 1 inch on the grass, Sharon had a dirty little secret. A very, very specific artistic fascination with meat.
This sounds gross.
It is gross.
I'm going to throw up.
Not in a scandalous way, in a theatrical Renaissance painting community theater prop kind of way. She believed meat was fashion. She wanted to make a statement. She wanted to be the Cher of charcuterie. See what I did there? So one day she strolls into Bobby Brisket's butcher shop, lowers her sunglasses and whispers, "Bobby, I need your help with something creative." And
I'm so creeped out right now.
I know. And like any man who spent 12 years around cold cuts and fluorescent lighting, Bobby misread the entire situation. Poor slob. Next thing you know, she's asking him to swing by her house to help her audition various meats for avant-garde body art project. Bobby thinks this is for the St. Johns County talent show, apparently. Sharon thinks it's her unleashing her true carnivore couture era, so there they are. Bobby's holding up cuts of meat like it's on Project Runway, the bone-in edition. Sharon's lying on the chaise lounge like she's posing for a painting titled The Birth of Beef.
Oh my God, I'm like sweating right now.
Everyone is totally clothed, just very confused about what this collaboration means. And then, just as Bobby is gently draping a tasteful strip of bacon over Sharon's shoulder for texture, Carl, the unsuspecting best friend, walks in early from his golf league. He flips on the lights, and his wife and his best friend are mid-meat fitting. Silence, utter silence, the sound of silence that could freeze coleslaw. Carl just stands there clutching his golf bag and says, "Sharon? Is that my charcuterie board bacon?" Sharon screams. Bobby drops the salami. The dog starts eating the evidence. The Alexa in the corner randomly starts playing Careless Whisper. The neighborhood was never recovered. To this day, Bobby Brisket changed careers. He now sells candles. The candlestick maker.
Candlestick maker.
Wonder what he does with that one on both ends. Sharon is banned from the deli counter at Publix. And Carl, he refuses to attend any barbecue where someone says, "Bring your own meat," because he claims that's a triggering phrase. And that, Sonny, is why HOA added a new rule: no unauthorized meat-related performance art in residential zones. The
Oh my
end.
God, I call her also Buffalo Bill and puts the lotion on.
Oh
That's
my
what that is.
gosh.
That's where my brain was going, too much oxygen TV.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so here's a pudding fiasco that haunts me.
Okay.
So this Sunny's submission came from Ginger in World Golf Village.
Mm.
She tried making banana pudding for her daughter's dance team. The recipe said fold in the whipped cream, and she panicked because she didn't know what folding meant. So she used a hand mixer. The whole bowl deflated into warm beige soup. She tried to save it by adding more pudding. It turned into cement-like beige brick.
Gross, poor thing.
She served it anyway because she panicked and didn't know what to do.
Dopey.
A child bit into it and said, "Is this drywall?" So ginger folding literally means like gentle scooping. So there you go. So I got a better idea for you. Get instant pudding and Cool Whip with sliced bananas. Make the instant pudding, let it cool, slice your bananas, put vanilla wafers, bananas, a little bit of Cool Whip on top, boom, you're done. Or get it from freaking Publix.
No, I like your recipe better.
Yeah?
Don't just be a lazy jerk. Go and make it.
All
It's a
right.
good one. People got to make things now
That
to
nanner
have
pudding.
appreciation for things.
That nanner pudding.
All right, that's our show. Filling up your heart with joy, and get to those uptown businesses and figure out where the parking is going to be. but it was also so great to have Jen and Dennis in studio today. Sunnies, we will be back at 3 o'clock this afternoon to show up and show out for Afternoon Delight. We love you guys. Hit the share button for me,
Yes.
please.
Bye, guys.
Bye.